Sit, turn type, sit. Good boy. Ruff.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
Cutting a promo, ladies and gentlemen, and this week we had a loaded deck full of wrestling cards, wrestling events, matches galore, and one show out of all became the little show that could, and basically, in many people's eyes, was probably the show of the weekend. We're going to go through a couple of shows, dissect them quickly, and because it was a full deck. Here with our boy Homework Mike from History and Headlocks checking in, and who better than to go through the smorgasbord than the big boy himself. Your thoughts of the weekend in the past?
Holy shit, what a weekend. I mean, starting on Friday until Saturday, where Saturday pretty much, I think, broke me mentally. And then Sunday, I was able to get all my energy back, so I wasn't fully broken this past weekend. So that just shows you something about me. But overall, wrestling was a big success this past weekend.
So just to quickly go through some of the matches, how was Ring of Honor this past weekend? I'd be honest with you, I didn't watch it. I didn't go through that.
The only thing I'll say is if you want to watch a good match, watch the Bandito Takeshita match. And I'm annoyed that Takeshita didn't win, but whatever. He's not the Ring of Honor champion. He's not going to be stuck on that brand going forward.
Great American Bash. NXT.
I was watching this at Murphy's alongside with the All In Texas pay-per-view, so what I saw from next to it was pretty much it should have been a TV special like on the CW, but the Ricky Saints Ethan Page match was the best match on the show. Stupid finish though, where you had the new guy cost Ricky Saints the title, but hey, if Ricky Saints gets a call up, it doesn't matter at the end. So,
and let's while we're here, let's get into the bits and pieces of what is known as Texas All In. Talk about a slammer jammer of exclusive and an abundance of matches on said night. I had a feeling it was going to bleed into Saturday night's main event. I had a feeling it was going to happen. They sure enough didn't disappoint. So just going to do a quick early rundown.
I just want to say this. By the time I looked at the clock, it was 7 o'clock. We still have 3 matches to go.
Ridiculous. So I'll just briefly go in through. I'll go through the buy-ins. The Sons of Texas. They had a whole full smorgasbord. Another users of the word.
Second match in 2 days, but then we found out earlier in the day Adam Cole had to vacate the title due to injury.
Right.
So the Sons of Texas got added to the TNT title match along with Daniel Garcia, and I was like, all right, fine. You got the Texas boys there, so one of them will take a pin, right? We'll see. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, 8-man tag match at 7:15. They get the win here against Shane Taylor Promotions. We get Big Boom AJ and the Conglomeration defeating Don Callis' family in another 8-man tag at 12:45, and we get FTR defeating the Outrunners at 16:10. Was that match as fun as I thought it would be?
Well, it's FCR Netrunner, so they knew they were going to deliver on a big stage like this. But I want to mention the spot during the Big Boom AJ 8-man tag when Trent pushed Big Boom AJ's son to the ground. Holy shit! And the coach is like, "Are you kidding me? That's a child."
Yeah, like I said, I'm so turned off by all that shit. I'm already I was already like ready to say, you know what, I don't need to watch this shit. But
that would have popped you. Okay, if you saw that live, you would be like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, I'm still like, well, whatever. But we did get it going with we get the Death Riders trios match for the AEW trios championship match against the Ops. I gotta say, I thought that they would have probably been transitional champs and turned this match over, but no, and this was not for the week as well.
Yeah, I thought Hook might have made his return here, but this was a clean trios match, and like you said, the Ops retained, but then they did the angle at the end with Samoa Joe, who now is going to be doing more Twisted Metal stuff. So more than likely, the trio styles are going to be taken off of him, which kind of defeats the purpose. Maybe I mean we'll see what they do here with the trio belts, but they tried to tell the story of that the Death Riders don't want anybody helping Hangman in the main event, so they figured take out Samoa Joe. And I mean, we'll talk about it in the main event, but that's pretty much until until hour 6. You got to remember. Oh yeah, Hangman needs backup for his title match. So.
All right. Next up, we get for the men's casino gauntlet match for a future AEW World Championship match at 34:55. We pretty much predicted this, right?
Yeah, we said that MJF needed this one.
Anything in particular that stuck out for you for this match?
Juice Robinson looks good coming back.
He looks weird without the facial hair to me.
He kind of he like the Bobby Camp boss man attire, like Shield gear.
Right.
Look to him, and he was puffing out his chest a little more. I don't know if he's been working out recently, but yeah, he definitely just looked different. I mean, I didn't recognize him at first until I saw the name graphic. I was like, "Oh shit, that's Juice." Okay, but I'll say Mystico had the weirdest entrance for the whole evening because I didn't recognize the song, but he just came out and some people in the crowd tried to sing it, but nobody was really going for it. But I mean, the finish. I love the finish. Where Mark hits the J Driller, but MJF, that bastard, throws Mark outside the ring, and MJF takes and steals the win.
Yeah, like I said, we had this. We pretty much knew this was going to happen, and things could get interesting now. Now knowing that MJF has a championship match ahead of him. Next up, we get we mentioned doing double duties. We had Daniel Garcia, Kyle Fletcher, Sammy Guevara, and Dustin Rhodes in a fatal four-way match for the vacant AEW TNT Championship because Adam Cole announced that he needed to vacate the title. Suspicions are saying that it's probably a severe concussion protocol and it doesn't look good.
Yeah, he started getting teary-eyed. He said this might be retirement, but he's gonna hold off on it for now. But I mean the way physically he looks horrible too. Let's be real here. He doesn't look at all like something's definitely off about him. But if it's another concussion, this dude really needs to kind of step back and think about his going forward. Because if this is like concussion 20, he really needs to step back. Really think about going forward, like what he's going to do. Because if he's prone to concussions, I mean, I think everybody pretty much was sharing the clip of what might have caused this, and that was the botched powerbomb Kyle gave him a couple weeks ago. Which, I mean, I can definitely buy it. But it's also then, so we go into this match, and then The odd man actually won this, where Dustin Rhodes is now holding 3 championships.
Yeah. Didn't see that coming. Feel good moment.
Right, and they're building something with him and Sammy, who won the
Right.
tag champions.
But yeah, if this was a last minute call, was a good call, gave the crowd a great pop, exactly what they would want to see. Dustin getting the win here. It's like I said, it's an unfortunate event that occurred. Cole really needs to sit and evaluate what's going down from here on out with his life, and it's not even his career, just his life. Period. It was very touching to see the guys come out and show support for him, but we get a Dustin Rhodes win here at 15:45, and is your new AEW TNT champ.
Yeah.
Next up, we have a tag match with stipulations. If the Young Bucks lost, they would have to give up the EVP titles, and if Ospreay and Strickland lose, they cannot challenge for the AEW World Championship for 1 year. I thought this match was a typical Ospreay Swerve Young Bucks kind of match. A lot of moving pieces going on here, a lot of tangibles involved. Buckshot lariats into back kick. It was just fast paced, high octane, entertaining to say the least. I can't say that I'm not it was upsetting to me.
Yeah.
I believe I not predicted, but I pretty much foresaw what was going to happen. But a fun match nonetheless.
Yeah, what do you think of the entrances? I wanted to ask you about that because we had he had a Assassin's Creed theme entrance, and then we had JoJo come out and perform Shaka Khan for Swerve's old team, which was very cool to see.
People tend to forget that JoJo can sing, that she does have a voice. So,
and the Titan Shine had the Fireflies on it in honor of Bray. So,
yeah, that's cool. And Swerve has such a sentimental and love for Bray Wyatt. So,
and then the Young Bucks came out on a ship.
Yeah, are we done with this Young Bucks fucking colonial looking? I don't know.
I mean, they lost, so this would.
Yeah, I mean, just
the logic would say yes.
Can it all be done with them?
I mean, they sold it well after they lost. Where they're like, no, I got power.
Right.
Like Saturday cartoon villains, man. Like, those are no longer the bosses now. Technically,
very Team Rocket look going on.
We're blasting off again.
Yeah. Swerve and Ospreay get the win here at 25-50, and not only do they continue to move on and become challengers for the AEW World Champs, but yeah, I guess. I
mean, we'll have to see how long they keep the Bucks out of power storyline going.
Right. Next up for the Women's Casino Gauntlet match for a future AEW Women's Championship match. 27 minutes for this one to Exalt. Any surprises jump up here for you?
I mean, there's some things in there like Alex Windsor. I did recognize. This was the first I saw her. I'm gonna botch her name, but the other Japanese woman that came in that she was battling at Windsor with, I mean, didn't recognize her either. But I mean, I was happy to see Athena make it in. And honestly, I'm happy Athena won because she's been killing in Ring of Honor and everything outside of AEW programming, where she's been an AEW female wrestler, but she's been pretty much in purgatory for Ring of Honor. But I was happy to see her win. I mean, I love the finish too, where she came out of nowhere with the O face on Mina and got the win on her.
Yeah, another hometown win.
Stories. Yeah,
we get another hometown win, and Athena gets the W here for a future Women's Championship match. 3-way tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. We have the retaining champs, the Hurt Syndicate, going up against Jet Speed. I don't know. That name does not ring well for me. And the Patriarchy. I think what was the big kicker for this one was what occurred after the match. Although the match was, it was fine for me. But
this could have been a collision main event.
Right, yeah, it was. Like I said, it was all right.
But it's just that, unfortunately, Tony Khan has the mentality that get everybody on the show and have everybody do 15 plus matches. But I mean, pretty much this was on the show for what happens afterwards, where you had FTR put themselves on commentary claiming they're going to be the next challengers for the belts, which is fine. And then Nick Wayne grabs Christian Cage as Christian's leaving and hits him with the kill switch, and he turns on Christian. Then set up with the Concerto, and then Cope makes the return, and he grabs the microphone and says, "Find yourself."
Whatever that means.
Oh, I mean, they're definitely not doing the big hug and like reuniting right away. They're gonna make Christian earn this.
I would have done something different here. First of all, shout out to Cope for now converting everything from the Jeff Hardy, from the Penta to now the Cope. Love that. And if you were going to do that,
right,
don't get attacked in the ring. Don't run into attack those in the ring. What you should have did was raise your hand, said, hold up, hold it, walk to the ring, got inside, show the guys, listen, give me the chair. I want to do this. Let me do this.
Well,
and make it seem like they're all siding up with Cope, sorry. And then he goes to town with the chair and starts everybody else with him. That'd have been the easiest thing to do.
When he comes out holding Spike in his hand and just running down the ramp or walking down the ramp. But I mean, everybody should. Somebody has to have an edit of this, but the times of how long it took him, Penta, and Jeff Hardy to make the save for respective people, like who took the longest?
Right. It is well, yeah, but yeah, we'll wait to see. We will wait to see how this. Well, they're gonna end up pairing up anyway. So
All Out pretty much is the next step. Yeah. This is gonna happen.
Yeah, pretty much.
Forbidden Door doesn't make sense because that's the show they usually work with New Japan. So
right,
we're gonna waste this angle on that show.
Next up, this is match number 10. Oh my god. We have Mercedes Moné squaring up with the champ, Timeless Toni Storm, for the Women's World's Championship. Good match, really good match. It's just I think I'm done with the Toni Storm shenanigans. I think with the whole what's the terminology? You're doing too much is working for me. Is not working for me.
I mean, when I forgot who's in what position, but it was a tombstone position, and the camera zooms out, and apparently you're meant to think Tony bit Mercedes in the vagina to get out of the move. I think that's what they're trying or implying.
Right. No, there was the other where it's just like she was muff diving, and I'm like, yeah, I'm.
Well, I mean, your reactions to the press conference to Tony was. Well, that's what you said. Okay, I've had enough.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm done. But the match nonetheless was a great match for the women. We didn't expect anything else.
What did you think of the Luther thing, where Tony was on top of Luther and then running with Mercedes and and then they did the Hurricane on to the outside? I was like, isn't that a fucking DQ?
It would you would have seen it, but remember what company we were talking about here.
I guess so, but it was one of those weird things that threw me off because it's like I don't expect to see Luther do anything physical. Just
right.
I'd be outside looking like a goof or like acting or just like applauding Tony, but I mean, I think everybody had the same argument where like, oh, it takes 3. What the fuck's Cody's finish?
Crossroads,
where it took 3 of them to kill one person. Tony would hit her Storm Zero 3 times in a row, and Mercedes still kicked out of it. I think that's one argument people can make. It's like some finishes are not protected enough. But I mean, when she hit the top rope, Storm Zero after giving her a big smooch, that definitely killed her. And I was kind of worried maybe Mercedes got hurt because as soon as the match was over, doctors ran in. But I mean, she seemed to be fine afterwards. But I mean, if that's how you're gonna finish the match, that's how you finish it. So.
Well, like I said, it's I feel that they quelled the whole Mercedes Moné runs her own creative thing by having this match because and having Tony get the win here because honestly, I really believe that they would have given her the belt. I really do. I don't know. It just seemed that way, but
I feel like they're gonna wait till they take the TBS belt off her, and then eventually she'll take this one.
We had Timeless Tony Storm getting a win here at 24-10. Next up, winner takes all match to unify the AEW's Continental Championship and International Championship, which, by the way, they're still going to carry around anyway.
Yeah.
For the inaugural AEW Unified Championship.
Now, this one, unfortunately, I bowed out. I had to head home because I was getting tired, but I saw some of the highlights afterwards, and honestly, I wouldn't say it's one of their better Okada Omega matches. I think some of the ones early on are still the best, but I mean, they did the best they can, or they did what they can in this.
By the way, I won the bet. I took the under. This match finished at 30-32. So who knew? But I think this one was a little bit more wrestle, but not wrestle friendly, but it had a slower pace.
This was more tame than the last 4 matches they've had.
Right. So
because they said now they're 2-2, where each of them has a win, and then each of them has a draw against each other, which is
right, which is fine, and I really think that these are guys that we know that compete back and forth for quite some time, so I'm okay with that, and it was one of those things to where we said, hey, if either one of these guys win, it wouldn't hurt, and Okada gets the win here.
Right.
Oh shit! Hold on.
What's up?
Next up on the card, we get what was finally, oh my lord, the main event. We get for the AEW World Championship match, a Texas Death Match, of course. We get.
I just want to say this one thing. So we had on the predictions where we're talking about, like, is any other match going to attempt to bleed, or like, is it going to be accidental? Throughout the show, they were good all throughout the whole show.
Right.
And then Heyman puts on leg scissors on his head. 5 minutes in, stabs him in the head with a fork, and there's blood immediately.
Jesus fuck.
Couldn't wait.
I mean, listen, I'm not opposed to blood, like I said, but when you fiend into fucking bleed already, and then the way that it happened, it's like
you clearly see the fork on this fucker's forehead.
Exactly.
Immediately.
And mind you, this isn't one of those plastic forks from like your local fast food restaurant or your chicken spot. No, he went to town with it. He was stabbing him in the head. Yeah. No gimmick forks here, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, also, I sent you the other clip from the other show this past weekend. I don't know if you consider that blood spot the worst one of the weekend. Where I'll say it, Matt Tremont got a glass stuck in his head. Guy hit him in the head with a chair, and then he bulks up, and then blood spurts out of his head like a fucking fountain.
Yeah. That, like, this is what I'm saying. Like,
there's a limit, people. Like, please.
Yeah, and I know there's people who are just bloodthirsty and they love it. And it's like, oh, this is what. And I'm like, okay, listen, to each his own. Whatever shit you eat doesn't make it my dinner, so I don't give a shit. But
when a man turns into a human fountain, there's a problem, people.
Yeah, it's come on. Is it really worth all that? But for the match itself, you have every element possible that they threw in here. They threw every gimmick that they can do and throw in here, and it was done. You want to talk about different arrays of weapons that were used? There you go.
A better nails.
Yeah, and he took a bump on it and still didn't fucking get pinned. Awesome.
You talking about the DDT where his head completely missed the better
Yeah,
nails,
right.
and his hand hit it.
Right. Yeah.
I did like the spot where Marina was told to go get the briefcase, but she gets handcuffed underneath the timekeeper's table, and there's Prince Nana just dancing in front of her. I didn't like that spot. This match, I think I said in the predictions, is going to be like WWE's or AEW's version of tribal combat, where like every person is going to make a run in to make the save for opposite person, because then on the big screen we see a video from Mount Everest from Darby Allin say, I'm coming back, John. And the visual of this fucker coming down from the height of that stadium, just rappelling down, and just landing on the apron perfectly, and then just doing his thing. And then we see Bryan Danielson make his return, where not so clever mask he was wearing, because you can obviously see who it was, and he did the yes chants too. He did the running knee, fought off the Death Riders, and then I don't know how you felt about the finish, but when Hangman choked him, first they killed Will Ospreay got killed on this main event, and then Swerve came out with the chain, gave the chain to Hangman, and then Hangman hugged Jon Moxley outside the ring, and John's face was turning purple.
Yeah, I thought they were even gonna go worse. I thought they were gonna hang him with a fucking a string of barbed wire, but they kept it cleaner with the chain.
The harness that Darby was having, I thought the chain was gonna be attached to them, and they said, "Okay, lift it up,
right,
go as high as you can until we kill Moxley."
Yeah, I thought the Darby entrance was cool because, listen, the guy almost died on the fucking mountain. So let's just keep pushing it to the limit. So coming down from a fucking stadium wouldn't be a bad thing. But yeah, they just added everything and every element to this match. And was it overkill? Possibly, but it worked for this match. And like you said, it was their moment, their vision of the tribal combat. But the new champ, and I was waiting for them for two things. I was waiting for them to open up the briefcase and find that there was a new belt in there, and then the second thing I was waiting to see was for fucking Hangman to lift the belt over his head and have it be upside down, but that didn't happen. But yeah, we got.
I like the touch that they didn't change the side plates, so it still said Bryan Danielson on it. So
right.
Pretty much when Moxley won the belt, he put that shit right in the briefcase and hasn't opened it since.
Right. What a waste of not showing that belt. Did we get a reason why?
They dropped it.
They
dropped the reason why they took the briefcase.
Oh, okay, all right. So that's gonna close out Texas All In. I have to say, yes, it was long. It was, God, It reminded me when I was at Mania. When I went to Mania, the last Mania at MetLife, that's what it was. It was like that. It was punishingly long. But
despite how we sounded, it was still a fucking great show.
Yeah, they had a really menagerie of different fucking matches here, and lots of hits, some misses, but through it all. For their first show in Texas this big, kudos to them. They did a great job.
Yep.
Next up, going into WWE Saturday night's main event, and I don't think we had any high expectations for this show, right?
Not really, but unfortunately, for a show that really had no business being on here, it caused so much creative problems for the next couple of months, even for the next year. I mean, come on, let's talk about the Seth Rollins thing right away, where this fucker blew his knee out again.
Well, we thought that on that night we would have the discussion that was going to be Adam Cole possibly thinking about retirement on the cards, but Seth Rollins said, "Hold my beer."
I mean, come on.
So before we get into the before we get into any of that, I'm trying to get the full card here, but
I mean, they opened with Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre. They had
right.
Logan in Drew's corner, and Joey Rowe and Randy Orton's corner. And I don't know if I might be wrong on this one, but I think they did a trade off screen, like Logan Paul to SmackDown and LA Knight to Raw.
It does look like that, right?
Right, because then on the Evolution, the says LA Knight on Raw. I was like, okay, I guess this is permanently going to be a thing going forward.
And by the way, Ozempic got you guys got Jelly Roll look amazing over here, bro. That's and me being the healthiest fat guy that could possibly be, I can't even get a splash of Ozempic. But him, it's working wonders for him. It's almost as though, I mean, the funny thing about it is that you can tell the weight is peeling off of him, but he still got his fat guy clothes.
Right.
God
only knows what he's gonna look like in a singlet.
I do have to say that Drew and Randy, besides all that, was what do you expected? It's two professionals in the ring. These guys, this is what you get. And I would have liked to see a Drew McIntyre roll up win because that's how everybody else has been beating him here. But during the year, but he was able to pull out a great match, but still get the loss here. No, he won.
Randy won, and then afterwards, Drew hit the Claymore on Joey.
Yeah, Randy won, and then we had the whole hoopla that occurred afterwards. I'm not looking forward to this SummerSlam match. I don't care.
Drew and Logan against RK Roll.
Yeah, no, and I'm gonna start becoming that individual who says, "What are we doing, Randy? What are we doing with Randy? What's happening here?"
I think this is the first time Randy's going to be with a celebrity in a matchup because you never think of Randy and celebrities,
right?
That's like I guess is this one of your bucket list things you want to do before you retire in a couple of years, buddy?
Right.
But I mean, it's like this doesn't really help Randy or Drew. I mean, Logan is already an asshole, but like, so what? So you hear the news saying how Jelly Roll wrestled at SummerSlam?
WWE just loves to go celebrity heavy when they need to or they want to.
And now they're going to be filming an angle on Jimmy Kimmel involving Logan and Jelly Roll, I assume.
Right. So smells of WCW Tonight Show, right?
We were talking about the History of Headlocks, which everybody should watch today's episode. But I mean, this modern day version sucks. I mean, this is
not. This doesn't smell delicious at all. During the break time, we had our look at who's
one
on
of many fucking breaks. It's annoying.
Look who's on ringside, and all the preparation for Evolution was there. So we had all what females or what individuals going to be there. We had a Jade Cargill appearance, and I don't know, Naomi comes and drops the hammer, beats the shit out of her. And then Jay gets
like all this comes card. Like all this comes out says enough of this bullshit. No holds barred. And by the way, here's your special guest referee, Bianca Belair.
Right. This was something to look forward to.
I mean, Bianca did get a huge pop, and we'll talk about Evolution. But I mean, we'll talk about it. But she got a really good reaction for her comeback, and I think her head is still hurt, so she might be up longer, or it might be for a little more. But I mean, she looks good coming back. So.
Next up for the United States Championship, we had Jimmy Uso versus the champ Solo Sikoa.
It's always weird to see Solo win.
Yeah, right. It's like, wow, he actually won. Whoa. But we did get to see after the match, we were setting up for a beatdown to occur on Jimmy. Then Jacob made his return. And yeah, that happened.
I don't know what you do next. Honestly, at this point, switch, Jimmy, Jacob, put him on Raw and send somebody else to SmackDown. Like, so, I'm sick of Solo feuding with his family, feuding with other people.
Oh no, it's not over yet, Johnny. It's not over. It's not over yet.
I hate that, and my name's not Johnny.
Right. Next up, and was probably the most detrimental to what's occurring now down the line for the future of what was supposed to be the road to WrestleMania. We had LA Knight versus Seth Rollins. Everything seemed to be going swimmingly until
Seth Rollins,
moves. Yeah.
Until Seth Rollins did a springboard, and then he tried to do a moonsault, and then he lands on his knee, and his knee buckles. But when you look at it, it doesn't look bad until he falls on his ass, and he starts going like, hold on, whoa, wait, hold on, because this is the same knee he's injured before.
Right. And I immediately thought, I was like, oh, this is a work. But then
me too. I was thinking like, oh, maybe he pops up with a knee to the face, but no. Paul Heyman was talking to the referee. They probably told LA Knight take it home, hit the finish, and that was it.
Yeah. Shout out to Rollins, who, let it be known, finish the match, let him put me out and pin me. You could even see that LA Knight was upset at this as well.
No.
But yeah, man, this is a tough blow to Rollins. The expectations is looking to say that 10 to 12, maybe a little bit more over a year. Right now, the plans are saying that there's no change in the holding of the Money in the Bank because Rollins has it for a year. But as for storyline wise, there might have been a lot of changes that's occurring and still occurring from here on out.
What happens on Monday? Seth was probably going to be in the middle of that too, because like you said, SummerSlam is now derailed for what's going to look like on the Raw side, and now 10 to 12 months too. That sucks because that means he's out for WrestleMania, and then it just sucks because everybody started making complaints about. But wait, if he is gone, then that means the briefcase is vacant, right? It's like, no, that's not how it works.
Yeah, especially since he has a year to cash it in. So,
the return when he comes back with that briefcase will probably be the best return in WWE history, but because we've never seen that. We never had anybody hold the briefcase while they're hurt.
Right.
So definitely this briefcase is going to be out of everybody's mind, but we saw on Monday, Heyman is carrying around the damn thing. So I think maybe in a couple weeks, maybe stop carrying it around and have it out of everybody's minds for a while.
What is it? Out of sight, out of mind?
Exactly. So then when Seth comes back, he holds the briefcase and he goes, oh, shit. Here we go.
All right. Next up, and to close the show, we have retirement versus championship match. We have Goldberg versus Gunther. Well, he was going to retire anyway, but
if he listens to Goldberg today, he's very pissed off.
The one takeaway from this was the fact that for his age, Goldberg looks amazing. I can't take over. Physique wise, he looks great. Ring wise, wow, what a fucking mess.
Despite the injuries, he said he had a sore back, leg was hurting, but he has the word mechanics is like the word Steve also likes to use. Like that guy's a mechanic in the ring; he knows how to work in it. Goldberg is not a mechanic in that way. He likes muscle cars, but he's not a mechanic in the ring. This guy just goes with the flow. The chop that he took from Gunther where he's smiling. Fucking broke character just for that 1 second.
Then when he spears him, and
outside?
Then he spears. It was like ugh. And then there's a move he hits, and he usually would do his jump, and he fucking he kicks out his. He couldn't even jump anymore. Like he's not even it's done for him when it comes to anything ring wise. And is this what maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years too late?
Yes. I mean, before this, wasn't his last match with like Roman Reigns in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, we had, and also we were at the Seneca, and brother AJ and I were sitting there. We were like, this match is starting at 9:30. How many commercial breaks do you think we're going to be getting during this match? Oh, we got a lot. Yeah, we got a lot.
Yeah, because then they took the time to like, oh, here's some celebrities that are still here in the building. Here's some advertisements. I'm like, they're giving them 18 minutes to actually wrestle.
And I don't even think this was his longest match.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. I think there was a match with Triple H that lasted longer than this one as well. So,
well, that's right. I mean, also, poor Charles Robinson broke a fucking rib off the Goldberg spear too.
Right. Yeah, he's been taking a little bit too many bumps lately. He's gonna have to relax.
I mean, the week before doing the big run, and then this week he's going to get speared. But I will say the finish was probably, I like the finish, but for some people it's surprising. But it's good to choke Goldberg out.
I thought it was going to be more of since he was working the leg that he would have went that way. But you know, we go what Gunther's known for. We get the Gunther choke out.
I mean, we expected like the Boston Crab finish, and then Goldberg
maybe throw back to Ric Flair, give him a figure four or something.
Well, I mean, they went with the safe one to make Goldberg look good. He did tap out. He just passed out.
Right.
And then he wins. Gunther walks away with his title. Goldberg say goodbye. The little advertisement on the corner pops up, the copyright, and then like, I love you, Atlanta. Feed cuts. And then like 5 seconds later, the feed comes back up. He's like, I'm not done.
Oh, please.
Oh,
but I mean, what are you gonna do? Come on, it's Goldberg. Come on, let's be for real here.
Yeah, and that was what he was pissed about. He goes like, "You guys went off the air as soon as I'm making my fucking speech." It's like, bro, the time.
You're on NBC. There's a hard out. Everybody switch over to fucking Tell everybody switch over to Peacock. Then you do that,
or wait till you go off the air and then start your speech.
Right. But, you know, that's a network thing. That's not a WWE thing. Relax, guy. Relax.
But that's not like WWE. So, like, let's fuck around with Bill one final time. Like, that's not their decision.
And plus, let's be for real. Like, they just had to deal with a real serious fucking injury that occurred during that night. So, you know, there was a lot of stuff going on there.
Right.
And finally, we are approaching what was towards the end of the wrestling weekend. And this was the show that I said, whatever. But
probably had one of the weakest builds to a pay-per-view in a while. But honestly, when the show was done, one of the best WWE pay-per-views after WrestleMania this year.
Yeah, I mean, this, like I was saying, this is the little show that couldn't, and it did. WWE Evolution, and you know, regardless of what they had said about tickets sold or whatever, the house looked good. They looked like they did well, and
they were very loud.
Yes, and they were very, you know, the fans were supportive, and everybody knows I've always saying, you know, although there are some great women's wrestlers out there and such, I always say that women are still fighting to get out of that novelty field. And I have to say, shout out to WWE, because after what happened this past PLE with the Evolution, this past Raw, they were very woman heavy. That the opening hour, they made sure to fill that gap with, you liked last night, let me bring you more women.
Evolution Part 2?
Yeah, pretty much.
Or 2.5, whatever the fuck?
2.5. So starting off the night, we had triple threat match for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. We had Lyra Valkyria, Bayley, and the incoming champ Becky Lynch.
Great match. Nothing really to complain about. I do like the way Becky got the pinfall win on Bayley, which You never seen that before. So I mean, you had two of the four horsewomen and Lyra, who's still on the up and coming, and these three fucking showed out. I was going into this thinking, okay, the triple threat and Rhea and Io might be competing for matches of the night, but the opener definitely deserved to be in that spot.
I know a lot of people sat there and they believe when Lyra got the call up like faster than a lot of other people believe that she should have. People were like, but why? I think every week she's proving to everybody why she deserves to be on the main roster. Like, and she takes, her ring work effortlessly. And I think that this was one of the showcases to be in there with such two vets that she was in. She really showed that she could hold her own here.
She's not just Bird Girl to everybody that watches the products.
Bird Girl.
Because I mean, she comes out with the big wings, and then people just look at her like, okay, then what else stands out about you? She's a great wrestler.
Yeah, Becky retains here, like you said, was such a great pin. It was an innovative pin there, and I know people were like, all right, are we done with this? No, and I'm not mad at it yet. I think there's still a little bit more meat on this bone here that we could get to.
Also, this women's title needs it with Becky holding it because like these new belts are still new. They need to be now like to be. This belt is consistently on pay-per-views.
Yeah,
it's going to be at SummerSlam again. So, and this is all in the attempt to get Lyra over. So if that's not working, if you're not a fan of her yet, I mean, why don't you wait till SummerSlam because they're going to do Becky Lyra too, or for the third time.
Next up, we have for the NXT Women's Championship, we have Jordan Grace coming in to try to take down JC Jane. And interesting decision for Jordan Grace to come in the ring with Blake Monroe.
Yep.
I don't know. Who didn't see this coming, right? I mean, but
not Michael Cole.
But even still, JC Jane has out of nowhere become like this, I don't know, this antagonist, and
just out of nowhere.
Yeah, and been holding down the fact that why she's the NXT Women's Champ to be going up against a woman of Jordan Grace's size and expertise. She pretty much held her own here.
Yeah, and this is Jordan Grace's fourth attempt against the NXT Women's title, and it's pretty much a failure. But this whole Blake Monroe thing, like she just showed up at the beginning of the month, and now it's like she's already turned on her new best friend Jordan Grace. I mean, they couldn't wait. They couldn't wait at all for this one. They're like, let's make this bitch a bitch as soon as we can.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, and we had the slow burn that was supposed to be the heel turn didn't happen, and the whole rumors of Jordan Grace is not going to spend a lot of time at NXT. They're immediately going to put her on the main roster. Well, they're holding that up, aren't they? It's like,
well, they're not going to lose, so it's like that's not helping either. So
right,
it's like if you go to the main roster, they go like they signed the loser.
Yeah.
But the whole build to it's like the past week. I don't know if you saw it at NXT, but like Jordan and Blake had the spa segment.
Right.
It's like, and then Jordan's like, "Oh, you're my new best friend." It's like this whole storyline has been run. Like, you know how long it took for Mariah and Tony to do that story? A year.
Right.
NXT did it in 3 weeks or a week and a half. Oh,
yeah,
you're my best friend. Oh, I can trust you, and then the turn immediately.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. It's just, I don't know. I guess they're trying to get it done out of the way so that maybe Jordan gets a push to the main. But still, that it'll seem like this unfinished business if that happens.
Right, and now it's like JCJ. Now she's going to Slammiversary, and she might win the TNA Knockouts title, or Masha Stanovich might win the NXT Women's title because it's going to take all.
Interesting. So.
I don't see JCJ walk around with the TNA title. Maybe I would be surprised if Masha wins the NXT title. But we'll see.
We already did it once. We already got a TNA champ in NXT. We don't need two of them. But knowing as obnoxious as WWE can be, yeah, they'll probably do it.
You know what? JCJ is that type of character where they made a big thing about her being Stephanie McMahon. Like, are you serious? Like, she's the one that did it?
Either that or Jordan goes and screws her over for the title. So, because people are clamoring to see Masha in NXT. So,
Right. We've seen it like a few times, but not like officially wrestle
right.
in NXT. But like you said, WWE is that type of people that will say, "Hey, give us your belt for funsies." I mean, look at Trick Williams. He
Right.
doesn't need
Exactly.
that belt, and he's holding it.
Exactly.
He's holding it until Mike Santana wins it, but that's a different story.
Next up, we have for a fatal 4-way match for the WWE Women's Tag Team match. We had the Kabuki Warriors versus Sol Ruka and Zarya versus Charlotte and Alexa Bliss versus the Judgment Day. Gonna say wasn't a bad match, but was probably the weaker of the matches of the nights for me. They were all over the place with it.
Timing was definitely off. I don't know if you remember the spot where Sol was holding Alexa for Zarya to hit the spear.
Right,
And
right,
then Sol literally had to like stop the match. Like, where's the fucking Charlotte? And
right.
Charlotte came in, grabbed Alexa out the way, and then Zarya hit Sol. But yeah, I mean, nobody had the champs retaining in this match. I think everybody was like, okay, we're gonna get new champions regardless. But I think the story for Judgment Day with Roxanne and Raquel need to kind of work together or be friends, so when Liv comes back, she's jealous. And I like it's definitely the little woman, big woman dynamic that works so well. And Raquel won with the Tahana Bomb.
Right.
But I was definitely impressed with Sol and Zarya in this match, where both of them have really good chemistry together. And then Alexa and Charlotte, that storyline's going to keep going where unlikely friends or uneasy allies. So,
also, to be fair, shout out to Raquel Rodriguez, who actually is, I believe she's listening to what Kevin Nash said about her. She's actually starting to work like a big woman.
Yeah, she heard the criticism, and she said, "You know what? I'll work on it. Thank you."
Yeah,
she's not that type of woman that's like, "Oh, fuck you. I know what I'm doing." She's like, "Okay."
Nah.
If it's coming from him, she's gonna take it to heart. She's gonna be,
Yeah,
okay,
definitely.
let me see what I
Smart
can
move.
do.
Definitely a smart move. Yeah, we have a retaining champs win here at 10:50. Next up for the WWE Women's Championship, we have Trish Stratus going up against the incoming champ Tiffany Stratton. Is this just Tiffany going through the bucket list of trying to defeat every blonde she could go up against?
I don't know about that, but I think it was just pretty much a match with not that much build to it. Like just only a week of it, be like, I choose you to be my opponent. You're my idol. And pretty much, I think it was pretty much a bucket list thing for Tiffany at least. And then Trish, I mean, the commentary was weird during this because they're like, "Oh, Trish hasn't had a match in like 17 years." I'm like, do you not remember the cage match she had with Becky like 2 years ago?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what were they? I mean, no.
I mean, if Michael was trying to say this is the first like championship match,
maybe championship match, championship match. Yeah,
they misspoke. Because when I heard that, I was like, oh god, like is Vince back on the fucking mic? Like, what's going on here? But I thought Trish did well. I think this seems very physical too, didn't it?
Right. Yeah.
Like these two are trying to kill each other. But
yeah.
Tiffany retains, no shock there. And then they give the whole. I think it was weird. They rushed Tiffany out there, like they said, like, go in the back, let Trish go have a moment in the ring. This ain't going. This might be her retiring again. This might be her last match. But I was thinking, I don't think so. I think she's gonna stay around a little more because she's still doing the best work she's ever done.
What is she, like 48, 49 years old? Or maybe almost.
She's getting close.
Yeah. Shit. Talk about brutality. We had a no holds barred match with Bianca Belair as the special guest referee. Naomi versus Jade Cargill, and first, for me to say this, it speaks volumes.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably the best I've seen Jade look the whole fucking time. Naomi took care of her.
Yep.
And it was a match. I mean, the one thing that I can say is if you're gonna let Jade get stiff and her opponent can take it, she's gonna look good.
Wow.
If you have her, try to be too choreographed, she's gonna look like shit. She's gonna like a newborn pony and not be able to walk properly until she gets the way that she can work.
So just keep it simple. That's how it works for Jade.
Right. You know, and I mean, yeah, of course, you know, it's no holds barred. We have to get everything from the rooter to the tutor, especially when you have tables that have fucking company logos on them. Which, by the way, Jesus Christ, WWE, come on,
Really?
all these fucking logos are becoming sensory overload. I get it. You're selling products, but God, it is becoming too fucking annoying these days.
That's one of the things that Vince decreed where like he didn't want to put the logo on anything. That's where they should have left that alone. Maybe put on the ring the ring mats like fine, but it's like when it's like, oh, here comes the Slim Jim table, or here comes the red hot ladder. Like
it's cheap, it's tacky, like it's too much. I was
but overall that didn't distract me from the match. I mean, you had like I forgot what it was, but Naomi definitely got she got color in this match. It was on the brim of her nose.
Yeah,
but they kicked the light by the announce table that made it explode. But I think the finish too, when Jade hit the Jaden off the top on Naomi through a table,
right.
like that finish was definitely. I didn't expect that type of finish from them, but they hit it well. And Bianca, I texted my friends, I'm like, Bianca heel turn, like what's gonna happen here?
No,
But them two still stand off each other, kind of like maybe like we're still friends type of thing, but it's gonna be a while type of thing. But Jade now goes on to SummerSlam, and we'll see how she does with Tiffany Stratton at SummerSlam.
Next up, we get a 20-woman Evolution Battle Royal.
20.
Names women in the match: Nikki Bella, Lash Legend, Nia Jax, Chelsea Green, and Alba Fire, Piper Niven. An array of cavalcade of female stars that was in this match. But
all on the current roster, they didn't call anybody back like Victoria or Melina. Like, they were there in the crowd, but this was all pretty much modern women in the battle royal. Miss Parker definitely got the loudest reaction when she came out. She got her like Miss Parker chance when she came out. I haven't noticed this in commentary in recent weeks, but did you hear what Michael Cole called Candice Michelle?
Oh, really?
She's like, oh, there goes Candice Michelle. Nia Jax has been friends with Candice Michelle for the last couple of months. And it's like, Candice is gonna kick your ass.
I'm gonna say that I believe that the person who was the standout here was Lash Legend in this match.
She was picking Nia Jax up with no ease, no teasing, like a struggle. She just picked that woman up like nothing.
Yeah, that's
scary.
Yeah, honestly, we thought, we saw that the oldest thing. We was like, oh, that's cool. We saw just the pure power with Nia was like, wow. We got Stephanie Vaquer who wins here, and the highlight of this after that she wins is Stephanie going into the ring and speaking Spanish.
And also, I think you and me were pretty much thinking in our heads, okay, if Stephanie wins this, she's using Devil's Kiss to win the battle royal. She has to smack somebody's head in the apron over and over and over. And I don't know what Wade said. He said, but when Stephanie was doing it to Nikki Bella, he was like, wham, 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 wham. I'm all whacked out, Michael.
Oh, man. But you got your winner, Stephanie Vaquer, who gets the W here for a championship match at Clash in Paris. And then finally...
Well, also, I want to say, too, I was shocked to see Lash was at the runner-up.
Right.
But they definitely made sure to represent Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. So, I don't know, Lash might get a call-up soon, but we'll have to wait and see on that. Because I think of it was predicted, maybe she becomes like Naomi's heavy. I mean, Lash on her own could do something.
Jesus, did you see Nikki Bella on Raw? My Lord. She couldn't even hit a finisher. She didn't know what to do.
Yeah, she definitely needs some time. But let's be real. She's back for a check. She can say she loves this, but that divorce was very not nice to her, so she needs some money.
I mean, honestly, and like she she's out of her league now with the women that's in the company now, and especially the ones that are up and coming. She's either gonna get play catch up or get crushed.
Yeah. She's gonna get crushed because this women's division is not the same as it was before. It's much better, and Nikki has to honestly find a way to catch up with these women.
And she's lucky she was on Raw. She was in a match with someone who knows how to play the game and knows how to dance with Chelsea Green, because if it had been anybody else, they would have been fucking pissed. But speaking about a big game and big women in this fucking holy shit, for the women's world championship, we had incoming champ Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley. I honestly sat here and I was like, fuck, I love Rhea. I love that's my boo and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But she can't win this because they're gonna turn on her. The turn is gonna happen. But before anything else happened, the both of them were fucking giving it their all during that match.
I mean, the conversation was saying Io Sky is arguably the best women's wrestler in the company today, and she proved it. I mean, a lot of the stuff that she was doing in the match made me laugh out loud. Like she hit this DDT on Rhea, and as Io's about to fall down, she's like, "Yes!" And then she falls backwards.
Yeah, when you look at her, you see, everybody just looks at her size, and they're just like, yeah, I don't see it, I don't get it. But
then once she starts flying, then you get it.
And the bump she takes, the her kicks, there was some that was saying, I don't believe her kicks. Fuck off. Like, I want you to take a couple of those kicks. Like, honestly, like she can lay them in if she needs to. And it's also the big thing for her that always gets me over is her counter battle. I always am I'm just impressed at how she's able to counter any other attack that's coming her way. So I have to say that she is just leaps and bounds. And shout out to Kicking It with Keith. Keith even mentioned this stuff. He says, I have to believe that she's the best female wrestler out there today.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's not to take anything away from Rhea, because Rhea was spectacular here as well, until we hear the music hit and we have a woman who we thought was done for the rest of the night after going through a table earlier. Cashing in. Naomi cashes in. I know everybody was sitting there going, well, how she was able to hit her with the Money in the Bank? That's the DQ. It's a triple threat once she cashed in, bro.
It's like Michael Cleveland said, it's like there's no rules in a triple threat.
Right.
I will say I did feel bad that this was botched a little bit, because like the whole idea with the cashing in is like you're panicking, like come on, ring the bell, ring the bell.
Right.
And I don't know if Naomi did hear it, but she was like, ring the damn bell. And
the bell rang twice. Yeah.
Like ding ding.
Yeah, the bell rang twice.
That was the only thing. And then, I mean, she had her split-legged moonsault, and Naomi is the new women's world champion, which I'm happy they did that, because she really needs to get off SmackDown. Enough with the women's title nonsense. Now she's on Monday Night Raw, but she has new people to work with.
Right.
So it's an ideal situation for Naomi. But I will say her character stuff kind of needs to go away from the Saturday morning cartoon villain, where like you can tell like her laugh, like it's goofy sometimes.
I have to say her promo on Raw was fucking great. And she's like,
Right.
No, don't give me those chants. No.
You weren't liking me when I was doing the glow, and now you're gonna like me.
When I left, no. Yeah. I have to say, and this goes to say that this, as much as I have been saying that the big FU is to WWE when it comes to Mercedes Moné, when it comes to the belt collecting stuff, I have to say that the big FU as well is right back to Moné to giving Naomi the belt as well. Great when she said on her media scrum, when she mentioned how much she worked harder when she left the company, it showed her what she needed to do and tighten up with her wrestling and what she needed to do, and then she came back and was able to put all the pieces together. But at the same time, it's like saying, yo, we brought her back. She was able to fucking overcome what she needed to overcome, and she became the champ. So kudos to her for that.
Right, but in the same, the play kind of devil's advocate. Like if Sasha Banks did come back, this would probably would have been her spot as well.
I don't know, because honestly, because to this day, people do stay like, yo, she was the protagonist of everything, and Naomi really only did the walkout just to say, you know what, I got to walk out with my homie, but I don't know.
I mean, I was also surprised too in the beginning of the show when they gave credit to the 4 horsewomen, and like Michael Cole was like to Charlotte, to Becky, to Bayley, and also to Sasha Banks. It was like
right.
one of those weird things. Like, should we say her name or I don't know? But they gave her credit as well. But I mean, like I said, best WWE pay-per-view, and it's not just saying like, oh, this is it's better than Evolution 1, but this past couple of months, it's been better than Backlash, better than Night of Champions. Like overall, the whole show stood out. It's like these women busted their asses for our entertainment.
And the first time that I have to say that the Raw after Evolution was actually really good. I mean, shout out to Braun, man. Braun Breaker was a fucking machine come that gauntlet match, man. And I love the fact that they had to keep giving him water. It was like, yeah, he's gonna be the marathon man today, but make sure we keep him hydrated. But he was in some banger matches in that gauntlet match.
Yeah, and I think we knew who was going to win regardless. But I mean, the Raw after Evolution, the last thing we were probably thinking of, we know, okay, Roman Reigns is probably going to make his return, and we're going to start to build the SummerSlam. We only have 2 weeks to SummerSlam, but it's also what is Naomi going to do? What's Rhea's reaction? What's Io's reaction? What's going to happen going forward with the women? Where I think right now this is the most hype people have been about the women's division in a long time, because now. There's a lot of things set in motion where it's like, okay, so whoever wins the women's match at SummerSlam has Stephanie at Paris. Well, that's going to be an interesting matchup. Right. And I kind of don't like the idea of Nikki Bella linking up with Stephanie, because that seeing Stephanie with her, that's not a ideal look.
Smells like death.
Like I don't care about their ethnic backgrounds, but like that's one of those things. Like,
oh no, please, we're not going to play off that, are we? God no.
I mean, Stephanie tried with her Spanish on Evolution. Let's see what Nikki does in Spanish.
That's her face. It's like every time I see that fucking meme, it's like whenever you order salsa at a Mexican restaurant, it's like fucking kills me. Fucking hilarious. But yeah, that's gonna wrap us up here for promo.
It's like the evil. It's supposed to be evil smile, but it's so
like, stupid. Can I have salsa?
I'm done with you. I'm done.
Wrap us up here, cutting a promo. Make sure you check us out for more content for Turnbuckle Tabloid here on the podcasting outlets. And also make sure you like and subscribe and be a part of the vibe for us here on YouTube as well. Mike, what we got upcoming, and please let me know when we're gonna do this recording, because I leave on Monday, so we gotta do this recording soon.
We'll definitely do it soon, but the recording you're talking about is somebody else has to think about the recording. But we're going to be doing History of Headlocks Superstar Spotlight on Kurt Angle.
Yes.
So be on the lookout for that one.
All right, guys. As always, check you guys in a sec. In a sec.
2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
Sit, turn type, sit. Good boy. Ruff.